As I'm sure you're aware of, a lot of messed up stuff has happened down in Texas over the past week or so, from snowstorms to power outages to Ted Cruz fleeing to Cancun. And ultimately, as a consequence of that, the Call of Duty League had to postpone their matches, being that power was out for a lot of their players. A lot of their players are concentrated in that Dallas area, so naturally it made sense to postpone. But we're not here to talk about that today specifically. We're here to talk about the marketing genius that went into their decision and how they portrayed that decision to their fans to make something that really sucks and a lot of fans would probably get upset over, even though it is for a very good reason. It's the COD scene or esports in general. There's gonna be people that are upset about it. They took something that a lot of people will get upset about and made it something that looks good to fans and actually is a win for everyone involved. So instead of just saying, hey, we're postponing it, we're sorry, we feel bad, but there's nothing we can do, we'll see you guys in a few days, which would be totally understandable. Like I said, there might be some people that get upset. Honestly, screw them, like they don't know what they're talking about. But instead of just doing that, which would be a very reasonable decision, they actually took it a step further, which was really, really smart. What they did was package the next week of games and kind of label it as CoD Super Week. So there's games every single day from Monday all the way till Sunday. There's 2 games on Monday, and then from Tuesday till Sunday, there are 3 games of Call of Duty, or 3 matches of Call of Duty every single day. So instead of focusing on the negative of, hey, we're postponing it, they really focus in their messaging on the positive of, hey, there's gonna be Call of Duty every single day this coming week. That's sick. And on top of that, the games this week matter a lot because in just 2 weeks, there's gonna be a major tournament. So instead of leaning into the negativity, which was warranted, again, it's a very reasonable decision to postpone, it's the right decision. But instead of leaning into that negativity, they kind of performed marketing alchemy here and resulted in a really positive situation that got received really well by fans. Of course, there are still the handful of haters. It is the Call of Duty scene. It's gonna happen. And like I said, any esport in general, there's always gonna be haters. But for the most part, it was received really well and the brand sentiment was still high. And the main takeaway here as a brand, as an esports org, as a solo content creator is obviously be honest. And in their press release, they were completely honest. They were upfront. They said, hey, our players didn't have internet, or not all of our players had internet. It wouldn't be fair to have them play without a week of practice. But they didn't just do that. They repackaged it and actually positioned it as a positive. So as a creator, if you have to make a decision that your fans might not be super crazy about, you can position that decision or that outcome as something that is positive. Again, you don't want to lie and you don't want to be deceiving or sleazy, but if there's a reasonable, honest, legitimate way to position something as a positive, position something as a win for your viewers, for your audience, for the people that care about what you do, that can be a really good way to take a kind of questionable situation and turn it around and make it a positive situation for you. Like another perfect example of this, in the past week as well, Team Liquid released their Naruto collaboration merch drop, and their backend systems actually crashed during the release because there was so much traffic to the website because so many people wanted the merch. But instead of just saying, hey, the systems crashed, we're sorry everyone couldn't get it, and moving on, which again would have been a reasonable response, you can't really get too upset about that, but what they did instead was they kind of went a step further, innovated, adapted, and said, hey, because there was so much demand, we're actually gonna open up the store again for pre-order. And just like the CoD League did with their delays and kind of turning that into Super Week that's happening this week, Team Liquid was able to walk away from that merch drop with probably a lot more money and a lot better brand sentiment. So just keep that in mind next time a situation like that comes up for your brand, for your content, whatever the case may be for you. Keep that in mind, see how you can kind of position it or switch the language around or reframe the situation in a way that is a positive for your viewers, for your fans. And speaking of merch drops as well, I do have a video on the channel breaking down the 100 Thieves merch strategy, how they're able to consistently sell out of merch on a daily basis. So I'll link that on the screen right now. Go ahead and click on that. And before you do, be sure you drop a like and subscribe for new videos breaking down marketing and business, pause there, marketing and business in esports every single Monday at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. And I will see you in that next video.